Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Sprout TV, the place where learning English feels natural, practical, and fun. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. We are so happy you are here with us today. Grab your coffee, your tea, or just sit back and relax, because today we are going to fix a very confusing English problem.
Yes, Emma. Today we are talking about 4 expressions that many English learners use in the wrong way. They are take off, take up, take over, and overtake.
These words look similar and they all connect to the idea of taking or moving, but their meanings can be very different. If you mix them up, people might understand you, but you might also sound unnatural or confusing.
Exactly. And by the end of this episode, you will understand how to use each one clearly and confidently. We will give you simple meanings, natural examples, and a few little quizzes so you can practice with us.
Perfect. So let's start with the first one, take off. Alex, when you hear take off, what is the first meaning you think of?
The first meaning that comes to my mind is airplanes. When an airplane leaves the ground and begins to fly, we say it takes off. For example, the plane takes off at 9 o'clock.
Yes, that is the most common meaning. You might hear, our flight takes off soon, or the plane took off late because of the weather. In this meaning, take off is about leaving the ground and starting to fly.
But, Emma, take off is not only for airplanes. We also use it for clothes. If you are wearing a jacket and you feel hot, what do?
I take off my jacket. So take off can mean to remove something you are wearing. You can say, please take off your shoes before you enter the house. Or, it is raining, so take off your wet coat.
That is a very daily and useful meaning. You can take off your shoes, your hat, your gloves, your sunglasses, or even your watch. The opposite is put on. You put on your jacket and later you take it off.
And there is another meaning that learners often do not know. Take off can also mean to become successful very quickly. For example, her new business really took off last year.
I love this meaning. You can say, his YouTube channel took off after he posted videos every week. Or, English Sprout TV is taking off because so many wonderful learners are watching and practicing with us.
Thank you to everyone who is watching and learning with us. So let's review take off. 1, an airplane leaves the ground. 2, you remove clothing or something you are wearing. 3, something becomes successful very quickly.
Now let's practice together. I will give you a sentence and you choose the correct idea. The sentence is, it is hot in here, so I will take off my sweater. Does this mean the sweater will fly or I will remove the sweater?
I think our listeners know this one. It means I will remove the sweater. Very good if you said that.
Here's another one. The company's new app took off after the advertisement campaign. Does this mean the app left the ground like a plane or it became successful quickly?
It became successful quickly. Great job. Now let's move to the next expression, take up.
Take up is another very useful phrasal verb, and it has a few important meanings. The first meaning is to start a new hobby, activity, or habit.
Yes, for example, last year I took up yoga. That means I started doing yoga. You can also say, my brother took up guitar lessons, or many people take up exercise in January.
This is a beautiful expression for daily life because people often talk about hobbies. You can ask someone, have you taken up any new hobbies recently? Or you can say, I want to take up painting this summer.
Another meaning of take up is to use space or time. For example, this big table takes up too much space in my kitchen. That means the table fills too much of the kitchen.
That is very common. You can also say, sorry to take up your time, but I have a quick question. This means I do not want to use too much of your time. It is polite and natural.
Yes, and you might hear this at work. A meeting can take up too much time. A large file can take up too much memory on your phone. A sofa can take up too much space in a small room.
There is also a clothing meaning. If your pants are too long, a tailor can take them up. That means to make them shorter by folding and sewing the bottom.
That is less common for beginners, but it is still useful. So take up can mean start a hobby, use space or time, or make clothing shorter.
Let's do a quick quiz. Complete this sentence. I want to learn something new, so I'm going to take up what? You can say photography, cooking, tennis, or anything else.
Any answer with a new activity is correct. I'm going to take up photography. I'm going to take up cooking. I'm going to take up tennis. The important idea is that you are starting it.
Here's another quiz. This sofa takes up too much space. Does it mean the sofa started a hobby or the sofa uses too much space?
It uses too much space. Excellent. Now let's go to our third expression, take over.
Take over is a strong expression. It usually means to take control of something or to become responsible for something.
Yes, for example, a big company can take over a small company. That means the big company buys it or gains control of it. You can say, the larger company took over our business last year.
We also use takeover when one person replaces another person in a job or duty. For example, Emma, if I am sick tomorrow, can you take over my English lesson?
Of course, Alex. I can take over your lesson. That means I will do it instead of you. Another example is, the manager was busy, so Sarah took over the meeting.
This is very useful at work. You can say, I will take over this task, or can you take over while I take a break? It means you continue the work for me.
Takeover can also describe something gaining control in a general way. For example, in movies, people often say, robots will take over the world. That means robots will control the world.
Or you can say, don't let fear take over your life. That means don't let fear control you. This is a more emotional and figurative use, but it sounds very natural.
Now, here's an important warning. Many learners confuse take over with overtake. They sound similar, but they are not the same. Take over is usually about control or replacement. Overtake is usually about passing someone or something.
Exactly. If you're driving and you pass another car, you do not usually say you take over the car, you overtake the car. That brings us to our fourth word, overtake.
Overtake is one word, not two. It means to pass someone or something because you are moving faster. For example, the red car overtook the blue car on the highway.
You can use it for cars, bikes, runners, or trains. For example, the runner overtook 3 people in the final minute of the race, or the train overtook the slower train.
In British English, overtake is very common for driving. You might hear signs or rules about overtaking. In American English, people often say pass, but overtake is still understood and used.
So if you are driving and you move past a slower vehicle, you overtake it. If you are running and you move past another runner, you overtake them. The key idea is speed and movement.
But overtake also has another beautiful meaning. It can describe a strong emotion that suddenly affects you. For example, sadness overtook her when she heard the news.
That means sadness became very strong and almost controlled her feelings. You can say fear overtook him or excitement overtook the crowd. This is more advanced, but it can make your English sound very expressive.
Let's compare take over and overtake one more time. Take over is about control. Overtake is about passing or being overcome by something.
For example, the new manager took over the team. That means the new manager now controls or leads the team. But the fast runner overtook the slow runner. That means the fast runner passed the slow runner.
Another example, the company was taken over by a larger corporation. That is control. The car overtook the truck on the hill. That is passing. Very different meanings.
Now let's practice all 4 together. I will say a sentence and you decide if it needs take off, take up, take over, or overtake. Are you ready, Emma?
I'm ready. Let's begin.
Number 1. I want to start learning Spanish this year. I'm going to take it what?
The answer is up. I'm going to take it up. That means I'm going to start learning it.
Number 2. The plane will take off in 20 minutes. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. The plane will take off, meaning it will leave the ground.
Number 3. The assistant manager will take over the store while the manager is on vacation. Is that correct?
Yes, takeover is correct because the assistant manager will be in charge or in control during that time.
Number 4. The cyclist overtook everyone and won the race. Is that correct?
Yes, overtook is correct because the cyclists passed the other cyclists by moving faster.
Great job, everyone. Now let's go a little deeper with examples because context is the best way to remember vocabulary.
Let's talk about take off in daily life. Imagine you're at home after work. You take off your shoes, take off your coat, and maybe take off your watch. That is very natural.
Or at the airport, you might hear, Flight 202 will take off soon. Please go to gate 12. That is also very common.
And in business, you might say, sales really took off after we changed our website. That means sales increased quickly and became successful.
For take up, imagine your friend asks, what do you do in your free time? You can say, I recently took up reading, or I took up baking, or I took up walking every morning.
You can also use take up for problems. For example, this app takes up too much storage on my phone. Or these meetings take up too much of my afternoon.
For take over, imagine you're at work and your colleague needs help. You can say, I can take over this report if you're busy. Or can you take over the presentation for a few minutes?
Or in history class, you might learn that one empire took over another country. That means it gains political or military control. It is a serious meaning, but very useful.
For overtake, imagine a sports race. In the last 100 meters, the runner from Team A overtook the runner from Team B. That means she passed him and moved ahead.
Or in emotions, you can say, when he saw his family, happiness overtook him. It sounds poetic, but it is natural.
Now, let's create a short story using all 4 expressions. Listen carefully and see if you can notice each one.
Last year, I decided to take up running. At first, I was slow and I got tired very quickly. But after a few weeks, my new habit really took off. I started running every morning and I felt healthier.
One day, I was running in the park and I saw my friend Daniel in front of me. He was running slowly, so I ran faster and overtook him. He laughed and said, "Wow, you have really improved."
Later that week, Daniel's boss became sick, so Daniel had to take over an important meeting. He was very busy and he asked me to help him prepare. I said yes, because good friends help each other.
That story has take up, took off, overtook, and take over. Did you hear them all? Take up means start running. Took off means the habit became successful. Overtook means passed Daniel. Take over means took control of the meeting.
This is how vocabulary becomes real. It is not enough to memorize the definition. You need to hear it in a story, use it in a sentence, and practice it in your own life.
And that brings us to your homework for today. Yes, English Sprout TV always gives you a little homework because practice makes progress.
In the comments, please write 2 sentences. In the first sentence, use take off or take up. You can write about your clothes, a hobby, a plane, or something becoming successful.
In the second sentence, use take over or overtake. You can write about work, control, driving, running, or even emotions. We will read the comments and we may correct some sentences to help you improve.
Please don't be shy. Making mistakes is part of learning English. When you write, you practice. When we correct you, you learn. And when everyone practices together, we all grow.
Also, if you found this episode helpful, please like this video. It helps English Sprout TV reach more learners around the world. And if you want to practice with us more often, subscribe and turn on notifications.
Before we finish, let's do one final review. Take off can mean an airplane leaves the ground, you remove clothing, or something becomes successful quickly.
Take up can mean you start a hobby, you use space or time, or you make clothing shorter.
Take over can mean you gain control, replace someone, or become responsible for something.
Overtake can mean you pass someone or something by moving faster, or a strong emotion affects you suddenly.
Remember, English is not just about knowing words. It's about using words in real situations. So repeat these sentences out loud. Make your own examples. Try to use one of these expressions today.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us. We know your time is valuable, and we are happy you chose to spend it with English Sprout TV.
Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep growing your English one step at a time. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. See you next time on English Sprout TV.